Mrs. Mallory Bauer, and wake up.
And Melissa Mods with your monthly WFAL broadcast.
Hey, let's go figure out what's happening in the classrooms around the school.
Sure.
Poor Humpty Dumpty, he is always falling down.
In Mr. Schaefer's physics class, students designed a contraption in 15 minutes to reduce the impact of an egg falling from a high height. After their first drops, students were given another 15 minutes to better their design and test them once more.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Also in Mr. Schaefer's class, students from Chem 2 demonstrated various experiments in front of middle school students to not only teach them, but also to display what happens in high school chemistry courses. In Mr. Cruz's health class, students had to make posters to explain bullying and the kinds that happen in the present day.
Survived.
Well, let's crack open the case and see what happened over in DC over spring break.
We're from Gibson City Melvin Sibley High School, which is in Gibson City, Illinois, and we've got our mission up there.
We also have a little electronic board right by our school, so when you drive by, it'll remind you to be wearing your seatbelt, talk about how there's a $60 fine if you don't, stuff like that.
Obviously, you guys know social media is kind of taking over, especially our age and adults as well. And we have an account for every single one of those social media outlets right there. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we like to reach it because like kids from 3rd grade all the way to adults all have them, so it's our way to get out to the kids and make it more of a fun and not someone just talking at you, have communication.
Shout out to those kids for working really hard to get what they did. You're supposed to introduce Scholastic Bowl.
Oh, speaking of kids that work hard, let's go to the Scholastic Bowl kids who did work hard.
Hey viewers, I'm here with Caleb Poley on the subject of Scholastic Bowl. Scholastic Bowl is something that's not really recognized by many in the school, it seems like. So can you give us a rundown on what exactly Scholastic Bowl is?
In Scholastic Bowl, there will be a moderator who will read questions, and it begins with a toss-up question. And the team that answers the toss-up question correctly first then gets control of what's called the bonus questions, which is a 3-part question in which they get the priority to answer each of those parts.
Okay, so how do you think your season went?
We did pretty well. For the most part, for most of the season, we didn't do quite up to expectations, but in the conference tournament, we won a good number of games that let us sneak back up into like 4th or 5th in conference.
That's nice, that's nice. So, this is a tough question, and you might want to answer this carefully. Is Miss Riley your favorite teacher?
Oh, most definitely.
All right, thanks, Caleb.
Let's head over to the hallway to look at all that awesome artwork.
During our spring break, some artwork was taken over to the HYC Art Show, and our students' artwork won some awards. Congratulations to Fiona Keir, Abby Rowe, Chris Harmit, Jesselyn Davis, Devin List, Grayson Volker, Rachel McLeod, Faith Duke, and the one and only Devin Rush. We hope to see you at the GCMS Art Show on May 3rd.
We got some real Van Goghs in this class. Holla!
Speaking of going, let's go take a look at prom.
New Cupid.
Moves down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Moves down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Moves down, yeah. Come on. Come on. What? Here we go. Hey. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left.
Prom 2015 was held at the iHotel in Champaign. Our prom theme was Scary Movie. The juniors did a great job this year planning it and putting it all together. Everyone really enjoyed it from the beginning to the end.
Kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Hey. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Do your dance, do your dance. Hey. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Come on. Uh-huh. Yeah. Niggas, swing on that. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Hey. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance.
Wasn't the food at prom good?
Speaking of food, let's go check out how animals eat their food.
Want to see how animals eat their food? Watch closely.
Thanks for a good year, Falcons. Until next year, stay strong and don't forget to study for your finals.
Well, I'm exhausted, so I'm going to sleep.
Good night.